Hello everyone. I will be presenting an update on the 2021 to 2025 Western Cape Protected Area Expansion Strategy and progress on the implementation thereof. In December 2022, the 15th Conference of Parties to the United Nations Convention on Biological Diversity adopted the Kunming-Montreal Global Biodiversity Framework. That included 4 goals and 23 targets for achievement by 2030. Now, Target 3 has direct bearing on protected area expansion and, in short, is to ensure and enable that by 2030, at least 30% of terrestrial and aquatic systems are effectively conserved and managed. The adoption of the Global Biodiversity Framework 30 by 30 targets by the South African government have implications for both the national and the provincial protected area expansion strategies. The Department of Fisheries, Forestry and the Environment, DFFE, has just started to engage with provinces to develop an action plan for the achievement of 30 by 30. The Western Cape strategy will be updated in this financial year to allow for the inclusion of our provincial protected area targets as determined by the action plan. The strategy will be routed via the Department of Environmental Affairs and Development Planning for sign-off by the Minister of Local Government, Environmental Affairs and Development Planning in April 2024. At the heart of both the national and provincial strategies is the need to ensure that biologically diverse land is kept safe from inappropriate development and that biodiversity targets are met. As a reminder, the Western Cape strategy is driven by 2 overarching goals. Number 1, to expand the Western Cape Protected Area Network to encompass a more representative and resilient suite of areas that support biodiversity and ecological infrastructure, especially those threatened species and ecosystems that remain unprotected as yet. And number 2, to regularize existing protected areas so that environmental security is ensured for everyone in South Africa, and the costs and benefits of appropriation accrue to the appropriate entity. During the 2022-23 financial year, all 4 landscapes have developed and submitted their landscape-level implementation plans. We also piloted an integrated landscape protected area expansion workshop to ensure effective implementation of priorities and the efficient use of available resources through a collaborative approach with key stewardship partners. The workshop provided a valuable platform to take the integration and collaboration of biodiversity stewardship forward. The terms of reference for conducting the workshop is being finalized so that it can be rolled out to the other landscapes. This year, we are celebrating 20 years of biodiversity stewardship, and it all started in the Western Cape. We declared the first ever stewardship site, Elandsburg Nature Reserve, on 7 September 2007. Interestingly, since 2004, Cape Nature held 95 Stewardship Review Committee meetings and have presented over 950 sites. This is quite remarkable. We are fortunate to have achieved the 2022-23 annual performance target of 5,000 hectares. This is not possible without our stewardship partners. For this financial year, we contributed a total of 9,905 hectares to the protected area network. We had 1 declaration, 2 Riviere Nature Reserve, and we signed the agreements of 2 nature reserves and 1 protected environment. Unfortunately, we also have to account for the abolishment of a nature reserve, which in this case was Drift Sands Nature Reserve. Cape Nature conducted 4 Stewardship Review Committee meetings this year, 1 in each quarter. A total of 47 sites were presented, and the chart displays the categories for which they were recommended. More than half of the sites were recommended for nature reserve status, and a quarter of the sites, although not a stewardship category, are only willing to register a conservation servitude over their property. Cape Nature Annual Stewardship Audits. From the information that I gathered on the stewardship audit schedules, I've put together the following statistics. Landscape West has 56 stewardship sites and completed 30 audits. 11 of the 56 sites have expired. Landscape Central has 40 stewardship sites and completed 29 audits. 12 of the 40 sites have expired. Landscape South has 25 stewardship sites and completed 20 audits. 1 of the 20 sites have expired. And Landscape East has 27 stewardship sites and completed 23 audits. 1 of the 27 sites have expired. I would like to remind the landscapes to keep their audit schedules up to date. It will inform staff of when agreements expire and needs to be renewed and when a management plan is due for an update. Last but not least, the 2022 Peer Learning Workshop. This workshop will be remembered for the positive energy that was brought about by Cape Nature Stewardship staff and our incredible partners in the landscape. I would like to thank each and every staff member that contributes in some way to achieve our targets every year and ensure that we continue to expand our protected area footprint. Thank you very much.